This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Brakati Hawa, Brakti Shai, Brakti Hawa, Brakti Shai, Brakti Hawa, Brakti Shai. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Shai Bashim Dash. Double on sponsors and elders of great ones doing. Peace and salutation to you, Akim and Aqua across the forwards, to you, I salute. Go for the leg. You know, what I want to touch on, I was looking at this article, the infrastructure is being set up, slowly but surely, it's going to come to that point whereby, this whole, the cashless society is coming. Everything will be digital soon, very soon. It's a ways of doing transaction. And all this is a part of the B system, one step closer to the MOTB. Now, I ain't saying that this is, the Karagba, but this is one step closer because this has to happen first. And then what they doing, they setting up the infrastructure whereby you have on this island where I'm at in the Bahamas, you only have, the bankers pulled out, but they still have the ATM in place, one bank, and everybody tries to basically, do transaction by the ATM, and it breaks down, but multiple times in a week, so they'll have to be coming back with a forward to, service the machine, and and very soon the dollar is going to be obsolete, all right, because this gentleman right here, they trying to introduce this whereby we done using a certain app called the Canoe app has reached this island here, and there's another one called the Sand Dollar, it's just but doing everything online digitally. That's where we are at right now. We one step closer, everything is going to be digital soon, okay? But let me get into this quick article to the spirit power of Yahweh Shemir Shai. It says, Island Pay, banking shift to provide significant opportunities in digital payments space, all right? It says a Bahamian digital payment solution provider says that increased efforts by commercial banks to abandon their traditional brick and mortar locations for online payment solution will provide significant opportunities in the digital payment space. And like I was saying earlier, all right, and that's what happened to the bank down here. It basically consolidated to the one of the main branches. So very soon you're gonna have no use in these banks, because everything is gonna be online. Like he said, it says commercial banks to abandon their traditional brick and mortar locations for online payment solution will provide significant opportunities in the digital payment space. Because as a way of convenience, people wanna resort to still doing transaction because everything is being done as a way of convenience. It says Jeffrey Beckles, Managing Director of Island Bay, Bahamas, predicted that 2023 we will close the gap on education regarding the use of digital payments. All right, one step closer, cashless society. In these beautiful times we're in. All right, he told Eyewitness Tools that the shift in the traditional banking sector presents an opportunity for Bahamian consumers to adopt and use more digital tools, on your phone. All right. As opposed, during the making electronic payment. But watch this. I say digital tools because when you have a digital tool in your hand, it's very different from simply making an electronic payment. Because you could online transaction just like that. You could via transaction online because online transaction you could be home and in the comfort of your home and doing transaction all over the world, all right, and it makes it very easy, and this way everything is headed, All right, it's very different from simply making an electronic payment, meaning with your card and shit like that. It is different because it's easy access. You know what I mean? When you're using digital tools in terms of digital cash such as Sand Dollar, all right, that's what's happening over here. You have to make sure that you understand the difference in cost. It's significantly less than if you're using traditional payment tool, and it is. All right, because let's say you using your card, you go in some of these stores, you using your card, they charge you $2 or something just to use your card. You know what I mean? But it's a different thing when you're also using the digital tools. It makes it a whole easy transaction. You don't gotta do all that shit. All right. Okay. It says his comments come as a recent memo by the CBC Voice Caribbean. Let me make sure this. Voice Caribbean, which was leaked prior to a formal announcement, has indicated that the bank's branches in the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos will no longer process transactions at a teller that you see that? Will no longer process transaction at a teller that can be carried out through alternative banking channels beginning January 3rd. You see that? The memo said these alternative channels include instant tellers and smart automated banking machines, night depositories, online bankings, and the bank's mobile app. The bank noted that after January 3rd, it will not facilitate cash and check deposit, check cashing, corporate and small business deposit, withdrawals under the withdrawal under the $3,000 ABM daily limited, credit card payments, bill payments, domestic and international transfers, transfers between CIBC First Caribbean accounts and transfers to other CIBC First Caribbean clients and third-party transfer. You see that? All right. So this was happening. So as a way of convenience to keep the citizens happy, they bring forward this. It added that while because these family islands, they don't have, what I mean, like, it's hard how some of the banks pull out for you to do transaction. It's very hard. And you can imagine CIBC, you know what I mean? You can't do you can't do no transaction like that. It added that while opening a personal sole proprietorship account will also not be done in a branch. Those wanting to open a joint account or those who are politically exposed will have to visit a branch. Regarding such development, Becker said, we see it is a great opportunity in the digital payment space. You see that? It's a great opportunity to them to bring this forth as a way of convenience to please the citizen. Or hopefully Bahamians may see and understand that Island Pay and other solution providers like like Island Pay are here for benefit of the consumer. See, we are looking not only in Nassau but all over the family islands to provide the same tools where banking services are not necessarily available anymore as a way of convenience. And this is right here. This is one step closer to the Karagma. All right, one step closer to the Karagma as a way of convenience. He continued, this is a tremendous opportunity to propel the country forward towards greater digital adoption. Because this way everybody's headed. Sometimes it takes significant changes in the way we do things to help us understand that there are more practical, cost-effective, and user-friendly ways to do business. We believe that these changes that are imposed upon us, the more Bahamian consumers and merchants will see the value of the Sand Dollar. You see that? Beckel said, we have liked to see more adoption, but we are satisfied that through education, Bahamians are learning more about digital payment tools. Because this way everything is headed. All right? This is the part of the B system. We have some growth in Island Pay. We have seen our numbers exceed 50,000 users of our solution. I believe that in 2023, we will close the gap in the education of digital payments. Next year will be the year of greater Sand Dollar adoption. So you see that? This is one step closer to the Karagma. All right. Okay, let me read it again. Let me start at verse 1. Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch. I will set me upon the tower and watch to see watch what he will say unto me. And what shall I answer when I am reproved? And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables that he may run that readeth. And how we make it plain upon the tables. We breaking it down so you can understand. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, because it's coming. All right, this beast system is coming. All right. Now I told you, this isn't the garagman. This is one step closer to it. All right, because this society, this is gonna convert to a cashless society very soon. Electronic payments are gonna be out the door soon. All right, everything is gonna be digital. Let's get in the main scripture, Revelation the 13th chapter, verse 16. It says, "And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, that mark is charagma, or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath an understanding count the number of the beast, for this is the number of a man, and this number is 666. All right, so this right here is one step closer. All right, all this is part of the beast system to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. So, you know what I mean? So, as a way of convenience, they want to push this, you know what I mean? Digital, more opportunities in digital payment space, because, you know, banks are pulling out. Banks are pulling out, and they can focus on family islands what, don't have no people, have no ways of accessing or doing transaction. You know what I mean? All this is convenience. All right, so yeah, man, I saw that I brought that out to spirit power. Yeah, Bashima Shai, Bashima Kakadash. Shalom.